Hello and welcome to Crafting with Mermaid Tears. Today we are going to be making a cute little display that could be used for a sea glass themed party or a beach themed party, and what we're going to do is work on a name place holder for the party, or of course it could be used to hold some pictures. What I have in front of me is just this photo clip that I picked up at the dollar store and these tiny mirrors that I got at Michael's. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can decorate this. I'm going to just do the one, but the first thing that you want to do is decide how you are going to decorate this base part to hide it, unless of course you want to show it. So if you wanted to show it, you can always just cover the top part of it with sea glass, and you could either have the sea glass extending out over it or just fill along the inside of it. So this would be over top of it, and I'll show you just filling around it in a minute. One way that you could do it is take some of the, I guess, almost triangular or teardrop shaped sea glass and putting them on repetitively, one with the bottom down, one with the bottom up, just so you have it almost crisscross like that, and you could do any color that you wanted to do. I just found similar shapes sea glass. You can look for the same shaped sea glass. I am going to just do a rough and ready because that's kind of how I like to craft, and I think that using unique pieces makes it a little bit more fun and each piece a bit more individualistic. And you can use these, as I said, if they're a placeholder with people's names, then they can certainly take them home as also a party favor. The first thing that I am going to do is glue my pieces of sea glass just along these edges here. Now I don't want to go over the bottom part here because it's going to have to sit on a flat surface. So I now have the base of mine with the sea glass. If I was doing a color, I could always do colored glass, or again try and find the same ones, or do the teardrops as I showed earlier. So for the top of it now, I am going to assume that my party color is a royal blue or a cobalt blue, and I'm going to use these little pieces on the top here. Because I'm using a hot glue gun, I do have a pair of tweezers so that I can place each piece using the tweezers and not risk burning myself. So I'm going to put my hot glue just around the stem here and take my pieces and put them into place. So now I have my top done, and I'm going to go over with my tweezers and just pull out any of these loose pieces of kind of hot glue that are sticking out anywhere. Once I've cleaned it up, I'm going to take it and glue it into the center of my mirror. You don't have to glue it, I'm just doing it as a complete piece. And with it on my mirror, I'm now going to decorate around my mirror using these little shells that I have got. And so there is the finished piece for either a photo or a nameplate. If you want to just polish it up a bit, you can take a shoe cloth and just buff the pieces and it shines them up a bit, and of course get your fingerprints out of your glass. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's edition of Crafting with Mermaid Tears. I hope that you will join me again. As always, I welcome your questions and comments on this post as well as on my Facebook page, or of course my website, which is www.mermaidtears.ca. I hope that you have an absolutely fabulous day.